Khalifa, whoever is ruling Abu Dhabi, that person's servant is the person, he is the superintendent of the jail. In the same way, Durga Devi, she is a very, very loyal servant of Sri Krishna, who is taking care of this Devi Dama, which is called. And then we see again the position of these places. We again have description in Brahma Samhita. Goloka Nami Jadami Taleja Tasya Devi Mahesha Halidama Shuteshu Teshu Tete Prabhava Nichaya Viditascha Yena Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Brahmaji has seen this and he is expressing only what he has seen with his own eyes. He says, Goloka Namni Nijadami. Krishna, it is your place, Goloka Namni, Talecha Tasya. And what is down glowing? I am. So he is sitting here, no? From there, what he can see first? Goloka Namni Nijadami Talecha Tasya Devi Mahesha Haridam Sutesh. That is why he is describing Devi Dham is there, then Mahesh Dham is there, and then Haridam is there. So we can see, now we will have the question about Lord Shiva. Where is he? Where is he? He is here. We can see, can you see here Sadashiva Loka? Yeah. Yellow color, this place. It is just in the border where we cross the Viraja. So, but this is a spiritual planet. This is a spiritual planet. This is called Sadashiva Loka. So, he is in the spiritual Vaikuntha planet only. There is a planet for Sadashiva in the Vaikuntha planetary system. But it is just in the border where we cross the Viraja. And then we can see down, what can you see? Mahakala Dhama. Can you see here? This is called Mahakala Dhama. So this is a place of Lord Shiva in the material world, which is a reflection of his place in the Vaikuntha Loka. But here, this is the place in the material. This is within the material world, but this is the spiritual world. So one thing we have to understand is that Sadashiva is a Vishnu Tattva. But we should not confuse him with the normal Shiva, which we have the understanding of which Shiva which we are worshipping. There is a personality, Sadashiva, who is a Vishnu Tattva, who lives in the spiritual world. But how we have to worship him? We have to worship him feeling that he is a pure Vaishnava. Vaishnavana Yatha Shambhu Kushingat Bhagavan. With that conception, if we worship Sadashiva, then we can reach this planet where Lord Shiva. Not with the conception of the demigod what we are worshipping. No, we have to understand he is a Vishnu Tattva, he is a great Vaishnava who is a devotee or servant of Lord Shri Krishna. If that conception, if we worship him, we can reach the spiritual world. That is also an eternal place. So this is a spiritual planetary system. And then coming to the material place where we have thrown away because we have become inimical to Krishna, we wanted to have our own independent existence apart from Krishna. That free will Krishna has given us. Just like our children, till they are 9 10 years old, they are under our control. I don't know nowadays. At least my son was up to 9 10 years, he was listening to me. So they listen to whatever. No. Just change. As the times go, it is going to change more. So, and then they want to have an independent existence of their own. They reach the adolescent age, they go through so many changes, and then they feel that I should have an individual, I should have a name and position of my own. Everybody should respect me for myself, not as Jayanthi's son or Sai Kumar's son. No, I should be Karthik on my own. So that feeling comes to the children. So then what we do, we try to control them for some time. But once the time comes when we are not able to pull the band, too much, then it breaks up. And then what we do, okay, you go, whatever you want to do, you do. But when we send them to do whatever we want to do, because we are parents, we have a lot of love for them, we provide them with all the facilities. Even if they say, my son says, I want to go and study in US only. Even though we may not be materially, we have not capacity to send them, but still what we do, we make all out efforts to get loan, something, this or the other. Somehow or the other, my son, let him be happy, let me provide him with all the facilities and let him go and stay there also, we want him to stay happily. Just because he says, I want to live independently, we don't curse him, no? Go away, and then perish. No. We say, we'll be there, we'll live happily. That is the heart of a parent. In the same way, we also struggled with Krishna and said, I want to have my own independent existence. Krishna sent us to the prison. But here we can see, every facility is there. We have Bhumihi, Apaha, Analaha, Vayu. Which means all these are required for our sustenance, no? Air is required, water is required, everything is required. And Krishna has never denied us all these in the prison. Even in Abu Dhabi prisons, they give a nice AC room They give food to the Mataji, correct?
Yeah.
They give food also, I think. That is why some prisoners they feel no better to be in prison. At least I get my food. See, supposing people are struggling without job outside, and outside the suffering is more. In prison, at least you get food 2 times. Food is there, some place to stay is there, something is there, the facility is there. We are all like that, no? We want to be in the prison. We don't want to go out of the prison. That is the difficulty we are going through. So Krishna provides everything in the material world. And how we are created. So that is why we have to understand the 3 Vishnus now. So three Vishnus to 3 Rupani in the scriptures say. So what are all the 3 forms of Vishnu? As I told you, Krishna expands into Balaram, Balaram expands into the Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and then that Sankarshana expands into Narayana, that Narayana expands again into Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, again second Dvitiya, Chaturdvyuha, and from that Sankarshana comes the 3 Vishnus. The first Vishnu is called, here we can see the first Vishnu, he is called Karana Udaka Shahi Vishnu or Karanarnava Vishnu or Mahavishnu. All same. So this is the first Vishnu expansion which is coming just for the purpose of creation of this material prison. Yes, Mataji is very clear now. So we have to remember always, no, I am in prison, I have to get a Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Let me get out. Hare Hare, let me get out. So this is a Mahakarana. Why he is called Karana Udaka Shai Vishnu is because you can see that he now in order to create, he requires a place to just lie down and do the whole job. So in this he decided to have the water as the basic ingredient. So everywhere we can see in the material world, in our material body also, water occupies a very prominent position. Everywhere in our body also the water content is more. 75% is water content. So he in order to lie down, he produced water from his own body in the form of his sweating. So when we sweat, no, that water is very filthy water. But when he sweats, that water becomes very pure water. So when he sweated, it became a big ocean called Karana Ocean. Because that is the place from which he is going to create the whole thing. Karana means what? Reason. So that is the cause or the reason from where everything, the basic reason from which everything is coming out. So that is why he is called. Udaka means water. Shai means one is lying down. Shai. So he is called, because he is lying down in the Karana waters, he is called Karana Udaka Shai Vishnu. So he lies down and then he meditates. Now all the living entities, before every pralaya happens, pralaya means the full annihilation of the whole material existence. And then what will happen is, all of us, all the souls who have been living in the material world, they go and merge into this Karana Udaka Shai Vishnu after complete pralaya. So now all the living entities are residing where? Within the body of Vishnu. That is why we have to understand that we are not always sinful. We are not sinful at all. As spirit souls, we are all very, very pure living entities. We are basically very pure. The contamination has arisen because of association with the Prakriti, material nature. But basically what we are? We are very, very pure souls. That is Krishna says, Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sana. We are all parts and parcels of Krishna. We are all, which means he is the supreme Pavitra living entity, which means how much pure we are all. That is why never we should feel that I am a papi. In the Christian culture, no? We see that I am a papi, I am sinful, like that they say sometimes. No, there is no need of telling that they are sinful. The sin we have attained by association. The only thing we have to rid is, we have to get rid of this sinful association. That is the only thing. So we have all been lying within the body of Mahavishnu. So how fortunate we are, We have all been there within the body of Mahavishnu. And then Mahavishnu feels these living entities are just like that lying within me. There is no activity going on. Now they have to get somehow liberated and go back to where? Goloka. So I should give them some opportunity to perform bhakti, devotional service, associate with the pure devotees, so that they can be relieved of this material. Because here we are lying down with all the vasanas. The prior janma, whatever bhava we had, that is not annihilated completely. So don't feel that by death means everything is annihilated, everything has become no shunya. Whatever vasanas, whatever desires we had, everything is resting along with the soul. Everything is there. So that vasana, till the time we get rid of all our anya, abhilashita, shunyam. Unless we become completely freed of all our desires, we cannot enter the pure place. Till that time, we have to go to the body of Mahavishnu, then you will feel. Because no, that vasana is there, that desire is there. Somehow I have a feeling, no, that I should have a big, independent, big villa in Chennai. And then I die. Before building them, I die. What will happen? That desire is within, the impression is within me. Then Krishna will have to go, and then Krishna is foolish living entity. Instead of getting liberated, she wants a house. Okay, anyway, I will give a chance in the material world. I will give association of devotees. She will get a house also. She will get devotee also. Somehow let her become purified with the devotees association. Get rid of that feeling that I should build up this and that, and then let her come to me. So with this great compassion, that is why we have to understand this creation of the material world is not a punishment. Somehow, every time we have the feeling, no, Krishna has punished us. No, Krishna has not punished us. It is a compassion of the Lord to create this material world and give the living entities a chance so that they can purify themselves and come back to me. So the very purpose of the creation is what? It's just to purify ourselves. They have to just take the association of devotees, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, somehow become pure and go back to the spiritual world. So here they are laying very dormant in the body of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu doesn't like us to. Supposing our children are there. They are very naughty, very naughty. And one day she gets 102, 103 fever, the baby gets. And then what the baby will do? She will be just lying down in the sofa. She will never move. No? She doesn't move, she doesn't play. We will be scolding her. Every day she is very naughty, we scold her. But that day if she doesn't come down from the bed and play, what the mother feels? Oh, when will the child come and start playing and creating disturbance? No? Let her create the disturbance. Let her play. Krishna, please cure her. That is our desire. Innate, earnestly we feel within from the hearts. That is the way Mahavishnu feels when we are lying dormant, something like this. Without serving Krishna, we are dormant, no there. So Mahavishnu feels when this living entity will get up and become active and serve Krishna. That is the feeling of Mahavishnu. And then he creates from the pores we have now in the body. So many millions of pores are there for every living entity. So from those millions of pores, see, you can see the golden balls. These are the universes which Mahavishnu is creating. So many living entities he has to accommodate, no? So many golden. That is why it is called Hiranya Garbha. Hiranya means gold. Hiranya means gold. So many golden eggs they are called. Golden eggs are coming out from the body of Mahavishnu. So now these golden eggs have come. Now he requires, as I told you, we have to give their money, every child is studying in US means we have to send the draft, the semester fees has got to be paid. So which means they require money, which means we require bhumi, everything, Panchabhut, with all the knowledge acquiring senses. We need the what is it? Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, sound, taste, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Sabda, Panchatanmatras, all these, just like a demand draft the children require, we also require to live here, to fulfill our desires and to do devotional service. So there is a place called a cloud is created. The entire thing is a material spiritual world. A small cloud is created wherein all the things which are required for our existence are stored here. When it is not manifest, which means when it is not clearly a manifest, it is called pradhana. And then the moment it becomes manifest, it is called mahattattva. So this mahattattva is a combination of whatever panchabhutas or whatever we require for our existence, for the living entities' existence in this prison. So that is called the cloud of mahattattva. That is created. Okay, now this will not work on its own. Because this is all jada, na? Matter, no? This shloka will not do anything on its own. So we have to, the sofa has to move means I as a living entity has to push it. So in the same way it is lying like this jada. And now the living entities here who are lying in the body of Vishnu, and this has to get a assembly, no? No, they have to get assembled, just like the different parts are there. Everything has got assembled with the soul. So for that, he makes a glance. That is why in the Puranas we said Sa Aipshata. Aipshata means just by seeing, everything is happening for Krishna. So just Vishnu sees, and whom he will see? His eternal consort is Rama Devi or Lakshmi. She is Rama Devi or Lakshmi. But the moment the creation has got to be done, which means she has to touch this material element, no? These are all Bhuta means material element. This is Panchabhuta. So in order to touch the Panchabhuta, the original Lakshmi who is the superior energy, she will not touch in her original form. What she will do? Just like we will not touch impure things with our hand, we put a gloves. So to clean the toilet, what do? We wear gloves. In the same way, she creates a chaya or a shadow to touch all these material things in the form of a, she is putting a gloves like that, and that form becomes a Maya Devi. To take charge of the whole material things and all this work to be done, she takes the form of the Maya Devi. So she is just the reflection from the original superior energy called Rama Devi. So that's why we can call it expansion or something like that. So she becomes a Maya Devi. And now in the glance you can see there is a light coming, correct? There is a halo or some light is coming, see? The white color light. That light is the Sadashiva, Shiva. So he becomes the form, and then because he has also to deal with Mahavishnu, this material nature, he converts himself into a personality called Shambhu. This is another name for Shiva. So this Sadashiva becomes Shambhu, and then this the reflected version of Rama Devi, she becomes Maya, and together they take care of this material nature, and then with their glance together, what is happening? This all becomes all the Panchabhutas begin to cover this golden egg. That is where you can see the covering. So this is one universe explained. This is like clusters are there. Just like if you put a bag, so many mustard seeds, cover if you put how it will be. Together cluster like grapes, like that it is there. Here everywhere it is there, universe, millions of universes there. That is why the scientists even today, they are not able to find one. Every day, they are finding new planet is there, outside some galaxy is there, this is there, that is there. Every day some news is coming. That is why we have to understand this is an unlimited. It is beyond our capacity to understand all these things. So, what is happening? So, these all Panchabhutas, they begin to envelop or cover this golden egg. So, that is why we can see the first, there is the earth covering, and then 10 times bigger than the earth covering is the water covering. Then 10 times bigger than the water covering is the fire covering, air covering, ether covering, forest covering, Mahatattva covering. So like this, the whole golden egg is now covered with all these Panchabhutas, which are going to be supplied to all the living entities who are going to reside within this prison. So that is why this has become a very dark. Prison means generally we say dark prison, we say, no? So that is why this is a very dark place. Otherwise here you see the effulgence is coming from Krishna's body, from the Goloka Vrindavan. All the spiritual planets are completely effulgent. There is no lack of light. That is why Krishna says in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Natad Vasayate Suryo Nasashanko Napavakaha Yadgatva Nanivartante Tadama Paramamama. That place which doesn't require a sun, moon or electricity to give light. That place is my Dham. Tadama Paramamama. It is my abode. Yadgatva Nanivartante. He says, once you go to this loka, you will never come back to the material world, he says. So here this world is very dark. So Krishna very mercifully, because as parents we are merciful to children, so he creates a sun planet is there. That is why in every universe, Krishna has put inside one sun. Only one sun is there. For this whole universe, one sun is there. And this whole universe, so you can see that now this Karanadaksha Vishnu, because this has to work, it is just like a football. It's like football. In order to work, as I told you, the touch of the spirit is required. So that is why he expands himself and he becomes a second Vishnu called Garbha Udakashayi Vishnu. So this Vishnu you can see if you go to Thiruvattar. Anybody from Kerala? Nobody, yeah? So there is a place in Trivandrum called Thiruvattaru, some 50 kilometers from Trivandrum. That Vishnu is a Mahavishnu. There we can see that there is no lotus coming from his navi. Only Mahavishnu will be there in Bangalore. And now, then if you come to Trivandrum temple, you can see this Vishnu who is Manata Padmanabha, who is Garbha Udakashayi Vishnu. So he expands himself into Garbha Udakashayi Vishnu and enters as a Paramatma for the whole universe. So each and every of the universe will have one Garbha Udakashayi Vishnu as Paramatma. So he enters into all the millions of universes. And then again he creates his own bodily sweat, which converts into the Garbha water. This is called the Garbha water. Again he lies down in the Garbha water, and from his Nabhi he creates that lotus flower. Can you see? On top of the lotus he creates, who is living? Brahma. He is the topmost personality in the whole, for this whole universe. He is the CEO of the whole. So every universe has got a CEO. So which means every universe has got a Brahma. So that is why we have to understand that Brahma is not one personality. Brahma is a position. Just like supposing they have companies there. There is a CEO now. Then after 2 years, what they will do? He will be shuttered away. Another CEO will come and take the place. So that is why every 4 years, 5 years, we see different names. No, this year to this year, this was the president. This year to this year, this was the president. This year to this year, this was the president. In the same way, you and I can also become Brahma. It only depends upon how much punya or pious credit we do to attain the position of the Brahma. That is why we have to understand, we are not condemning demigod worship. We have to be very respectful, but we have to understand the demigods or the gods who are in administrative personalities who are administering each and every universe, like Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu. They are all only jivas like us. Anybody, I can also become an Indra. Mataji can become Vayu. Somebody can become Varuna. They can take up the position. If they do the enough pious credit and you have the propensity to control, because Brahma has got the propensity to control and create. That is why Krishna gave him the position of the CEO of the universe. Too much propensity to control is there. So, but he is a very purified personality. But propensity to control is also there. So that is why he becomes the Brahma. That is why we recommend that please worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the source of everything, and not to go for the worship of the administrative demigods. We have to respect them definitely, but our destination is what? Goloka. Which means we have to just focus on Krishna. So here the Brahmaji. And now we can see in the stem of the lotus, 14 planetary systems are there. So within every universe, here only one is shown as an example. Within every universe, there will be 14 planets. And our earth is what? Only one of the middle. We can see Goloka. 7. So above 7, below 7. The middle one is the earthly planetary system. So above we have Bhuvarloka, Swarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka. So all these highly elevated living entities live there. Those who have done great austerities, they live in Janaloka, Maharloka, Tapaloka. And Satyaloka is the loka where Brahma lives. And below our earth we have Vishnu. Atala, Satala, Patala. And all this, because here the Patala Loka, the snakes, they live. So that is why they have some jewels on their heads, and there is a light which is emanating from the jewels. That light is giving light to these lower planetary systems. Otherwise, the sun doesn't penetrate down, So in other planetary systems, we have the sun, which gives light to all these places. There is only one sun for one universe, and there is only one Brahma for one universe. So this is the earthly one. And then we have a Pitruloka, which is even below the Patala Loka. We worship Pitruloka, we say the Pitru, our ancestors are living there, we say. But some of the lower planetary systems are also very opulent. Nice facilities, just like a prison, A class prison, B class prison, C class prison. Even the Sutala, that is in Sutala Loka, Bali Maharaj, the Bali is Rama, that Bali is also living in the Sutala, which is the lower planetary system. Below the earth only is living, but it is a very open, all facilities are there. Just like we do basement here, and then we give AC, all the facilities are there, Like that in the Sutala planetary system. We can make all the facilities we require, but that is a lower planetary system. So we are situated in this earthly planetary system. And now, how to get out of the whole thing? Where we are caught up, you see? It is a just big universe. In it we are caught up, and then we have to penetrate, and this covering is 10 times more, 10 times more, 10 times more, 10 times more. This is only, it is indicating as a chart. Just here, imagine how big it will be. And we have to penetrate the whole thing, cross the Viraja river, and reach the Goloka. And for that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in order to not make the process very easy. He has given us the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is the coming from the flute song of Lord Krishna. That is why you can see, maybe you cannot see, there is a slide from the flute, You can see his Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's very light. If you come near, you can see. From the flute, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Hare. So it comes like this, 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 it comes like this. To the epileptic system. So this is Chaitanya. That is why it is called Golokera Prema Dhana Harinama Sankirtana. This Mahamantra is coming from that is why it is not something cheap we are chanting. So it is coming from the spiritual world, and that is the only connection between Krishna and we living entities who are living in the material planetary system. So it is very important that we take up. Otherwise, what we are doing is we are going up and down here. perform some nice yajna, we go to the Swarloka, and then we go there, and then we come down. Kshine punye, matti lokam vishan. The moment our pious condition is gone, we come down. So in this way, so there is a lot to be explained everywhere. So how the water all planetary systems, maybe we have to take some other time Krishna allows. So we can very deeply explain how is this and all the pramans, no, for all this, all the slokas from which scripture, everything is given here. For the Vaikuntha Loka, what are all the which sloka, which scripture, where it is described, why they have put everything, what are all the names here, everything, for everything the evidence is there. So, but it is very difficult to understand. That is why it says how to understand Lord Krishna's translation about. He says, Atashri Krishna Namadi, Nabhavet Grahya Indriyehi, Sevan Mukehi Jihvado, Swayam Yeva Spuratyataha. It is not possible to appreciate or understand Krishna with our blunt material senses. Krishna's name, form, qualities, pastimes, paraphernalia and above are all part and parcel of Krishna. However, understanding Krishna begins with hearing and chanting his name. So if we just to have a limited understanding, but what we understand from this chart, just by even understanding it in a very outline form, is that we will understand that how insignificant we are in this whole system of the spiritual and the material world. We are nothing. So this is spiritual world, the 1/4 material universe, in one of the millions of universes, in one of the planetary system. Again, in that we have to find out where is UAE, where is Abu Dhabi, where is Mussafah, where there is the building opposite to Troy Gym, where we are living in that one room. How insignificant, just by meditating on this, we can understand our insignificant position where we are compared to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and how mercifully He comes down from that Loka to our Loka to perform so many beautiful pastimes, like Damodar pastime, just to attract us living entity, to give an attraction, okay, I should go there. And this is just like, this chart we should remember, just like Akrura's journey. Like when we see Akrura, he came to Vrindavan to carry Krishna from Vrindavan to Mathura. Kamsa ordered him to go and bring him to Mathura because I want to kill him. So while going to Vrindavan, we can see that 10th canto, 38th chapter, beautiful verses, the whole journey, right, starting from Kamsa's palace, he is thinking how I am going to see Krishna, how beautiful Krishna will look, how he is going to receive me. All these things, he is completely, the whole journey he is remembering. So like that, every day we should remember our journey, no? Back to Goloka. I am going back by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I am going back to that place where there is no birth, death, old age, disease, no anxiety. Vigata Kakuntaha, no anxiety. That place, that meditation, no, will keep us focused to think there is a place I am going, place. Just like when we first came to Abu Dhabi, first leave I was about to go to Chennai. I'm so excited, you know. We purchased so many things, shop here and there, and I'm going. And we are meditating on how we go. We are going back home to see our parents or whoever it is, their sisters or brothers or whatever it is. Now I lost all interest. So, because this material world will give you fatigue, it will make us frustrated. As the time goes, frustration will come for everybody. Because any travel is frustrating. And we are traveling in how many species of life? 84 lakh species of life, and rotting within these 14 planetary systems here and there. So this travel is, any travel will give us fatigue. That is why we have to go back home, back to Godhead. And the best, and here also, our home is temporary. So that is why we have to think of the eternal home. And that is why Krishna says in the 12th chapter, he says anybody who doesn't have a home here in the material world is very dear. So those who have not built homes will have to be very happy. Don't feel, we are all very priya to Krishna. Very priya to Krishna. He says, Aniketa. Niketa means residence. Aniketa means there is no permanent residence here. No permanent visa is granted here in the material world at all. Nobody gets a permanent visa here. So it is all the temporary visas that we have to go back. So and then I will just finish with one small write-up which Radha Swami has given. I have posted it here. We have to just remember how Krishna will receive us once we go back there. So one person is questioning. I was wondering what the scriptures say about what it feels like upon returning to the spiritual world. What we will feel. Radha Swami says, Sanatan Goswami, a 17th century saint, describes in his work Brihad Bhagavatamrita the reunion of a soul with the Supreme Lord Krishna in the spiritual world. He explains how one day Krishna with his cowherd boyfriends and cows was returning from the forest of Vrindavana to his home. Okay, daily he goes there, Leela is going on, he comes back home. On the way, a soul that has just attained the spiritual world appeared in the cowherd pasture as a beautiful little cowherd boy. Just imagine that we have not attained liberation. we have become a cowherd boy, and suddenly we reach this place. Okay? And then what is happening? When Krishna saw him, then Krishna sees us for the first time there. Krishna saw him, he ran to him and embraced him. Krishna will do this for us. And in the ecstasy of love, both Lord Krishna and the newly arrived cowherd boy fainted in ecstasy. All the Gopas were very much astonished. Who is this boy? Because we have come new to this place now. Already so many Gopas are there. Here we are very new to that place. Who is this boy? And why is Krishna laying in the ground in an unconscious state? For this fellow, why Krishna is becoming unconscious? So Balaram, Krishna's brother, approached Krishna and brought him back to consciousness by singing sweet words and by fanning him. Then Krishna told that new cowherd boy, you left me long, long ago. We also left him long, long ago. You forgot me, but I never forgot you. Lifetime after lifetime, you tried to enjoy this prison, material world. You suffered, but I was always in your heart as a Paramatma. I just forgot one thing. This Garbhodara Shai Vishnu expands himself as Kshirodara Shai Vishnu. He is the Paramatma in everybody's heart. This is the Paramatma in our hearts. So he says, I was told, so Krishna is being a Paramatma also. No? See how much facility. See, we cannot go as Paramatma to our children who are in US or Canada or Australia. But Krishna comes as Paramatma. So he says, sometimes you enjoyed wealth, prosperity and high education. I was always in your heart, waiting for you to turn to me. You suffered storms, diseases and broken hearts. Sometimes you enjoyed wealth, prosperity and high education. But eventually, it was all taken away. Did you not feel separation from me? As I felt separation from you at every minute? Then finally, just like that, we feel separation from our children. Our children don't feel because they wanted their independence. They're actually enjoying. I am telling you a live example. Actually, my son is coming from US to Chennai this next week. And he is flying by one Etihad. His connecting flight is from Abu Dhabi. He lands in Abu Dhabi, takes another flight to Chennai. I said, I have booked my tickets, the same flight, to go with him to Chennai. He is very distressed. He became very angry. I want to even not lose a minute and be with him. Right from the flight, I want to go with him. But he says, why you want to come with me? I want to come alone. This is Krishna. Na? This as parents, and especially as mothers, we can realize this better than the fathers. So this is what Krishna is feeling, How you separated from me, I am feeling so waiting for you. But here, we are completely absorbed ourselves in other things. So he says, I see how difficult, finally you turned to me and gave your life to me. I saw how difficult it was in the material world for you to turn to me and be faithful. You were ridiculed, prosecuted, criticized, and sometimes you had to beg. But I was always with you there to protect you. Now finally, you have returned home. I welcome you. Krishna will just embrace us that way. So just meditating on this. Now it is not easy. What I am telling you, it may seem all very theoretical, but it is all fact. It is given in the scriptures, and all the Goswamis, everybody has experienced this. So we should try whatever path is possible within our limit. Because every soul is different. Everybody is